Hello, people of YouTube and the internet. I am ChipGP, and guess what? This is my personal video with my personal material, with full, maybe with some taken content. So I have a gaming channel, which one is called ChipGP PC. Yeah, I will put the image. I thought I shouldn't do it, but I will actually do it. And I also make every time original thumbnails for those videos. And you can see my finger there. Now I have to remember that. And every time I make, I think the six, I upload them on this channel, which where you can watch them, me making them. So let's get to the drawing process. So before that intro video and this video, there was some time lapse because I was recording it in a different days, and that's why I'm wearing a different shot. But not that different, it's one of variety of shot I usually wear while I'm recording this. Now, for my thumbnails, usually I use my OC characters, the negative me and positive me, mostly positive me because it's my gaming side. And most for him, in the law of this universe, he is a gamer, while negative is the artist and drawer of the stuff. Weirdly, because I see him as a really great artist, and with my art style, it's really random. Alright, so I think the first game I was playing in this batch of 6, I think it was the Showdown Bandit. And I decided to, well, in this video I get a brand new costume and I decided to reflect it on the character. And it will be one of those times where the negative me will have a different hairstyle. And yeah, mostly. I mean, to be fair, the hairstyle is always different, but it's trying to follow the same rules. Well, rules of the spiky, well, not spiky, those, well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a spike without the spikes, and they were going in the same way. But in this version I decided to give him a head, so I didn't figure out too much on the spikes, because again they will be behind the head, and same with the stuff. Also for this thumbnails I decided to make it in the format of comics, because I like making those, and because it's a nice comic practice. Although technically I always make comics in the format of webtoons, because that's if I'm making comics I usually will post it right there. Well, with some exceptions. Well, exception will be if I'm making the thumbnail, so if a challenge requires me to make a comics, then I will do comics in my normal format that I usually do. But if the comics that go in somewhere, it will go on webtoons. But I think the only comics I do that it will be the Crocky, and maybe I'm thinking about something else, but I'm not sure that I will have time to do it. Like, already not working on Crocky. I mean, I will work on Crocky, I have the idea for the next chapter, but I'm not doing anything for now. So here actually I think the main scene could be that the characters and the lineups of comics is not that great. But most of the idea of this that the negative me will dress as a cowboy, which one was the Showdown Bandit, second outfit, and he will be devoured by a scary puppet. And yes, that episode was done met the scary puppet. It wasn't that scary. I think I was scared more of the Screamer TV than that puppet. Also, before this thumbnails was made before, I learned how to do it a layer behind the layer. And man, this puppet is really, well, I wonder how old is this video? Like, I remember it being old because usually I take some breaks before these videos, and man, I actually want to see how old it is. Man, this video is 1 month old, 1 month old. So it's been already a month since I'm making those videos. So I guess the next one will be the GTA game. And I think back then the Showdown Bandit GTA were the only game in my library. So they were the only game I could play. And yes, and for now, again, in some later time, I will create I will upload a brand new game. And here you can see the amazing way I can draw my characters, like how different they can look from each other. Not like character from each drawing, I draw them a bit differently. Now here, the main story of this video was that I didn't move in plot a single inch. And usually when I make video like that, I still upload it on YouTube, because I didn't just record hours of footage, so I just delete it and not upload it there. No, I uploaded it there. I just did some chaos, explore the possibility of GTA, like the place where you can shoot targets, the barber, the location of the maps, and something like that. Now I took some breaks, so I already forgotten my thoughts. So yeah. Oh yeah, I think I was going to say that I was drawing Franklin, and it's one of those moments that I draw the character so from the game in the same place where I draw them the originally. Okay, that sounds weird. It doesn't make sense, but it would not be the first time I was drawing Franklin, and I will say it to you honestly. It doesn't look like nothing like the first Franklin I draw. But I mean, I want to look the same, but I also want to add some new details like brand new clothes, the hat, and the beard. But the glasses, I changed them. Like originally, Franklin had a different glasses. But I forgot what kind of glasses I drew him originally, so I give him completely different ones. But to be fair, man, if I'm hard to draw my original OC, and they're not that complicated, and they always look different from one another from the episodic style. Imagine how hard it will be draw a realistic character and draw him all over again and keeping all those details you give him earlier. Man, I think I didn't nail this word. So yeah, for this video, it was really dangerous videos. But to be fair, the last video of the channel also was very dangerous because I make it super long and mostly not that interesting. I mean, it's interesting in some places, but again, it's really dependable on what you think interesting. I think it's possible to watch, but not for long. Now, this video is, I think, 59 minutes, and it's already like almost an hour video. And I hate making the hour videos because it sucks. And well, sucks in what way? My computer cannot remember them all. Doesn't have that much of memory. Like I'm trying to fix that problem, and I know how to fix it. I just have to need some researches. Also, I've started drawing a brand new drawing, but it's not a final. It's something I will call a censorship. And yes, sometimes I will create those censorship drawings. I'll need the censorship because in that video I walk next to the strip club in GTA. And I know it technically wasn't a real woman, I think it was a picture, which one probably wasn't even that nude, it was probably just an erotic pose. But me from the past thought I should censor it, and I won't do something original censorship. So I draw positive me posing for you in such a romantic pose. And yes, also, you know what? That was a nice testing of me in the future. Then I will actually once I go to the strip club. Maybe because its curiosity will eat me alive, or maybe because it will be a mission. Because probably if GTA have this, it will be a mission. Also, I remember in GTA, when we, I remember in GTA Online there was a mission with nudist, and I think I should start practicing to censorship stuff right now. Because there will be a moment when I will be need to censor stuff, and if I don't know how to do it, it could create lots of problems. I mean, technically, I know some moment in YouTube there was a problem with censorship, like censorship would disappear for a moment and then it appeared. And YouTube doesn't ban those videos, and because they didn't say anything wrong with it, because human mind have no time to realize what's going on there. And even those only like super nerdy fans of the YouTuber who would watch it all by seconds and seconds, like imagine like you're watching Rick and Morty trying to catch the details, that kind of fan could notice that. Well, I'm not scared because I don't have any of that kind of fan, but gods know what will happen in my future, so I'm trying to learn how to make a perfect censorship. Now here is a thumbnail for my newest game series, not created by me, in the news in the way that I uploaded. It's the Bridge Construction Walking Dead. It's a simple game, simple for my computer, simple for my computer. I think I repeated that already, but I took a small break. And yes, it's a game pretty interesting for me. It requires me to use my brains, which one I do have because I'm a human, and it's every human have a brain. It's just how can I use it? So for this one, in this game, you have to voice your characters. So let me congrats me on starting on my voice acting career. And yes, it's not the greatest start, but it's a start. And here I'm drawing a couple of original characters. For example, the guys who will listen to my voice. And I given this guy an amazing haircut, which one actually it was kinda original haircut, but I can see lots of characters who have the same haircut. For example, guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle from the future, or going back or going to the future, something like that. There was a serial like that. Then I think there was a guy with about I think it was a French cartoon about guy who can go invisible. So it's pretty popular hairstyle in cartoon. So I decided to give it to it. Also, I give this guy an amazing shirt, well, with some print, making another character who will be telling me how terrible is my voice, and trust me, then you're new to voice acting and you're trying to voice characters in a different voice, and your voice variety is not that big, you will not sound so great. Also, the fact that I'm a bad reader, the fact that I am cannot speak hard words with lots of letters and very too nerdy. So yeah, for now the voice acting career path is closed for me until I learn how to do it better. But I am practicing for the future videos, and I think maybe I will one day be a decent, like be good a little bit, like this tiny bit. Now for this one, the for lots of those videos, I basically do lots of details on the characters and stuff in the posing and other stuff, while the background of other characters is not that detailized. Now, for example, I was to do this board, which one the guys who do your voice editing will move those things to change the pitch, the something else, and then talk to you. Now, originally I was just making lots of green and orange buttons, but then I decided don't be lazy and add some more details. Which one, again, not that detailized, but it is details. Also giving myself a mic, which one is definitely way better than this one, because this one hidden on scream, and to be fair, yeah, if I'm not going to scream in my voice acting, it will be something like a silent scream. Something like this, what you're saying, you don't understand a single word I'm telling you. Now, let's see, was this glitchy as I don't want to swear now because I don't want to censor it later, but I hope you get the idea. You know what I just realized right now? That I am not taking a small breaks because I watching the video of me drawing and then commenting on them. But the thing is that I am not pausing to show the image because I was taking lots of, how can I say it? I'm not showing what I'm drawing. I'm drawing this, but I'm not showing what I'm drawing. So you have no idea how the drawing look at the end. Like you see the drawing process, but you don't see the finished material. And I'm not sure. Maybe I will go today and find some moments and I can put my drawings so you could see it. Or maybe I just will force you to go to my gameplay channel so you would see how they look on my thumbnails, because those are thumbnails. And maybe it will be like promotion video, but I don't know, I'm not sure. I will see what I did do. But again, gaming channel, well, I mean, I didn't link it right there. If I'm going to link it, I will link it up to the beginning of that stuff. And maybe at the end of every chapter. Maybe I will do that. Wait, that's 6. How much links can I put to the video on the cards? I think they're called cards. How much cards can I put in one video? I'm not sure how many. Man, it's a dilemma. Oh man, I can just put playlist. Yeah, I can just put playlist and you can watch them fully. Yeah, that's a smart choice. So yeah, but in the end, okay, what I'm thinking about. Alright, so this was the video about Showdown Bandit, and if you played Showdown Bandit, you know what this gun it is. It's not exactly a copy of it, but I mean, how many guns do you remember in Showdown Bandit? Like, it's not GTA, like, there's not so many options. So, if you played it, you will know exactly what kind of gun it is. And you will know exactly how hard its mission, where its gun is used. Well, how hard? I found it hard because it requires you to aim, it requires your mouse sensitivity, and you know how painful it is to choose your mouse sensitivity. Because every detail it's required from a personality perspective, and if you make it too slow you will not able to react too fast, but if you make it too sensitive it will be crazy. And imagine how many times you have to die to find this perfect golden center. I think I didn't find it. Because I said I didn't think I'm funded because the only reason why I win because I was going completely random without any brain thoughts. Like I was so disorientated. Like I was super confused. Also, I think in this episode, Anya, no, I was scared. I was scared. I think I was scared when a faceless bandit appeared. Man, you know what? Shadow Bandit is a scary game, but again, in some places. Like when I see enemy, I don't know actually. No, I'm trying to play badass that I'm not that scared that this game is not scary, but man, I will say that it's scary. But in the way, like usually, nah. Alright, why I'm saying this, I kinda insult in this game right now. By the fact saying that it's not scary. Well, I mean, alright, do I see it's a scary game? Yes, it's a horror game, and there were some places where I was scared. But I can say that I was scared and I'm about to die. But to be fair, no, actually, I would say that there is a difference between Shadow Bandit and GTA. But I'll be honest, I think I should be saying this thought while I was. Well, at the end of the credit of Shadow Bandit, that I think I will say this thought. So, stay until the end. So here I'm drawing the second game, and it's again Bridge Construction Walking Dead because, well, when come the day, then it will be a perfect record, and yeah. So, for now, the only games that exist for me is GTA, Showdown Bandit, and Bridge Construction Walking Dead. And then I finish this game. I think I will not still finish this game because I think of some challenges I can do for these games. And yeah. So for this one, actually, there would be no single of my original characters. It would be characters from these games, which one I give the voice actor. So I can say that they're semi-main characters, like the characters which belong to the different series, but I give them my voice. Which one, if you want, you can see as the original voice. I'm not saying it is great, I'm not saying it's bad. Now here, actually, I think those characters don't look nothing like the actually, no. Then I was start drawing it, I said that characters look nothing like the game original in their games. But then I start looking at the drawing once more. I say, it's pretty close, it's done in my art style, so it's forgivable sin. Yeah, like they done in my art style. And to be fair, the game, they are quite realistic looking characters. And that even makes me question, are those characters are from a real movie? Well, not movie, a series. And one of them is. I know that Eugene now is a real character from Walking Dead, while Wakara and Mills will be the original characters to that game. And it's kind of give me question about the law, and it's kind of the thought I was going to say on my next gameplay video, which one I actually thought about making it bridge construction or making that. So yeah, not sure, maybe I should finish this thought here and then set again in the bridge construction working that, or maybe leave you up hanging here and do make you watch my video of bridge construction working that. Yeah, I will say it fully because it's the name of the game, and I will say it fully and will not use letters from every first word because it's not FNAF. I will use the full name of the video game. It's British Construction Walking Dead. So yeah, and for this gameplay video, man, actually those gameplay videos about British Construction Walking Dead is pretty hard for me because, well, not hard. They hard in that way that in one video there are not so many materials or moving in plot. Because usually when I'm playing one level, it will be 2 levels, and because usually I have strength and brains to beat only 2 levels. And that plus me voice acting, but I cut moments then I'm reading, then I'm practicing, and well, I'm not much practicing, I mostly just read it, and read it again to make sure I'm reading it correctly. Then some efforts to make my voice sounding close to Mills. Well, Mills just me in my deeper voice, and I'm pushing a little bit here, so it was a bit more brutish. Also thinking about changing his voice to make it sound like this. And me trying to understand what the hell Eugene's saying, because sometimes Eugene does speak such naughty ass word. And then the Kyra, who voice is not in my range because she's a female, she's olderish, I think she could be British. Oh, actually, no, I think she may be Australian because of the hat. Or maybe she's a fisherman. I'm not sure. I still think she's more of the British people. And again, her sweet voice is A sweet voice is not in my voice variety, mates. Nothing I can do here, it's just very hard for me. And yes, also, yeah, there's a lot of things I will kinda spoiler for my next gameplay video because there's some things I won't really say to those gameplay videos because I'm making those thumbnails and I talk about my gameplay footage, but because of that, you either will not watch it because I already told what happened there, or maybe give you more reason to watch it. But most I will say about what I think right now, and usually my now thoughts is my thoughts for the future videos, and other I will have to say what I think about the characters, which one also one of my future videos, so one of the things I usually talk about in my gameplay videos. But yeah, and also here I'm drawing the original character, the shark, which one helped me beat the levels. In that way you will never expect it, like, now I want you to guess, how the hell shark will help me beat the level in this game? Maybe because I went to the sea? Maybe because there was a dead shark which one dropped on the zombies? Come on, guess how shark helped me in this video battle. It helped me that I built a shark. Actually, the shark is not the only thing I've built, but I think the shark is the only thing that is really important to the plot. So, well, actually, there was a lot. Nah, actually, yeah. So, how the way this game work for me? I mostly just do random stuff, and then at some point I will do the right thing, and then the bridge will stand. But now I will say that I did learn a lot of tricks because I watched my recording all over and over to see if it's worth it to be on YouTube, and I learned lots of stuff. Oh, example, I think in this video I used the moment and I asked about the drawing on the background layer. And I will say that, I don't know, there was some white lines, which one I don't know, I have no idea how they appeared. You see, those white light lines, which one I really hated, so I have to then manually remove them. I will not say that it was that hard, because then I was going to remove them. They will just sometimes remove the color from inside, and that's not that big of a deal. But, well, yeah, I think it's a fine shark, and also I did some background. Now, the background, they are not very nice, not very great, because usually when I make a background, I make them really poorly. Now, this one is the last, I think, in this batch. It will be the GTA gameplay, which one actually will make another gameplay video continuing the thing I started there. Now it wasn't me making very long video, then I have to split up in different parts. No, it was just one video, then I said I want to do another video about GTA and then make another video of GTA. Now in GTA I have something like a gag, which one still running there making Lamar, because he freaking deserved it, because he's the least favorite character of mine in this game. And yes, in this video I actually make a little challenge for you subscribers. Come up with 101 and way to insult Lamar. And this is still going because you'll be training, guys. Down this video there was not a single comment about insulting Lamar. In fact, there was no comment at all. Well, I'm pretty sure there will be no comment about under this video, because I'm not that popular to have comments under my videos. It's too noble for a guy like me. So yeah, here I'm drawing Lamar again, and I already draw Lamar in one of my videos, thumbnails. And again, he look, well, I mean, I guess, nah. I think in that first time I give him kinda a bit squarish chin, but in that way he was perspecting, oh, my usual perspective. Here he looking at the straight at you. So here, I guess his face will be a little bit different. Also, maybe I give him a bit of different skin color. I'm not sure. Maybe I make it a bit darker. It's one of those reasons. Well, tattoos. I think Lamar have something like detailed tattoos, but I'm not wasting my time to give him a really detailed tattoos. He will got those lines, which one good enough for him. I think I did them a little differently. Also, in my first drawing, I give him something like a letters of his short, but I think in this gameplay footage he have a very different short, so there was no much of letters. So that's the last drawing in this batch, and for this last drawing, my mouse was glitching, and I couldn't draw nothing. But then I got a little bit fixing, But I managed to fix it, but not after that. So I was struggling to draw eyes. Well, actually, to be fair, recently I started drawing really poorly eyes, like not a perfect circle. See this little bend right here? Like it's not going fully straight, it's going a little bit like that. And mostly I don't pay attention to that, saying, yeah, nothing I can do. Yeah, just being lazy, it's a fun, it's not that. But it's important, but I usually take it not that importantly. Although thumbnails is really important things because it's great attraction of the viewer. Yeah, I should be more responsible with those. Like it's no, it's your weapon on YouTube. You survive by those thumbnails. Now, originally for these thumbnails, I was going to use what I usually do for those thumbnails. It would be positive me drawing something in his iPad. But at this one, I decided to make something original and turn it into a little comics. So it would be negative me, which one looking like this. Originally, I was thinking to give him one eyes, but the problem came up with the nose because sometimes I also give these characters a different nose, like details which can help you detail the difference between characters. I draw them on always differently, like a skin color, other stuff, body structure, eyes. I draw them always differently. Even hair drawn differently. Now here, actually, the way the hair will work, they always look the same from the same perspective. The only time they change, then the character is on the left, on the right. That's the only time they change. They don't change with his head turning or other stuff. They usually are always the same spike in the same way. Like let's say, like from Dragon Ball. So Deku always had the same hair. I think there was even a meme about that. But yeah, they was thinking about it that they negative me will turn in from his chair because I couldn't make his profile looking nice. So I decided to give him a fully turned head, then the body which one also be turned. But then I decided to make a body fully turned, like give him a leg, something like that, and he's sitting on a chair, drawing on his computer, which one doesn't have a keyboard, which one I just realized, but I'm not gonna give it a detail, because I already deleted that creative file with the image, because I thought I would not do any changes to it. And mostly, yeah, maybe, yeah, it was not a great idea, but I already did it and no turning back. I mean, there is a turn back, but it's not something I will do for now. But I mean, it's a thumbnail. It's really important. I'm saying, alright, I'm trying to excuse myself by saying it's a thumbnail, but thumbnail is that important and you should not underestimate the thumbnails. It's a thumbnail. It's not something you're supposed to be messing with. It got the power to control the mind of your viewers. If your thumbnails, if you make an amazing video but your thumbnail sucks, the viewer will say it sucks. I will not watch it. If your video sucks and you have amazing thumbnails, we will click it. I click it. This video it sucks, and you will continue making those amazing thumbnails. You will click, and watch even you don't have any talent. It's actually the nice way to trick people, but be careful with that weapon. Be careful with it. And yes, also one thing I will say about this drawing that I originally was given the negative me way too big shoes. And while I still think that his right leg shoes from his perspective is still very big, I think the left leg is pretty nice. And yes, I'm not sure that that's a proper turn. Maybe I did it a bit differently, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's working for me. But again, I will practice to do it a little bit better. Now drawing his second hand, and here I actually did some continuity scene where he have only 4 fingers on his one hand, but on the other hand he have 5 fingers. I mean, usually I'm trying to give my characters all 5 fingers to carry a loss of all nature. But if the hand is short and not fitting all those fingers, I suggest they give them 4 fingers. Now, from the low perspective, they are cartoon characters, so if they changing from perspective, it's changing from perspective. Now give them table, and my characters are actually living in the same room, in the same apartment, but this apartment doesn't have actually mapping, so it's completely random from all different places. But I can say they clearly have the kitchen, the working room, the positive me room, the negative me room, the bathroom with toilet and bath in the same place, and other stuff. And yeah, for now, in this drawing, the original point was that the negative me will be working because in the AU universe, well, I mean, it's not AU, it's actually universe of the seas, that negative me is basically the working type. He work on the YouTube channel, he make drawings, they do all that stuff. While negative me, well, positive me is just the gameplay guy and guy who come up with ideas. Now he actually did a little drawing that negative me drawing the thumbnails for this video, so it his face. And yes, actually there will be some continuity mistake with this AU, that actually from this perspective of this universe, the negative me is amazing drawer. But because I'm in reality not that amazing drawer, well, artist, that sometimes my ass can suck ass. And I'm not censoring it. It's okay for me to say suck an ass. It's completely normal word. I'm not censoring that. It's not in my censorship list. See, I have the list. Not right now with me, but I have it. Alright, so what's the point here? Also drawing the comics books, and actually I was thinking about making it... There was an idea of making it a real comic, like Spider-Man, something like that. Like Image trying to draw it, but then I just realized, don't make it complicated, just put some letters, and then maybe draw a heroic face. And also there was idea of making it just bunch of colors, and then I thought he reads in the comics, like people will think that he reads in a book, but he cannot read a book because no picture makes him too boring. Tired, the positive me. So he reads in this comics series inside of his universe. Now here again drawing the hair, and actually his hair here look very different, but I have explanation for that. He is laying down, so his hair actually obeys the law of physics and going down with his head. I think that's the only way the head can look very different from original. Here I actually drawing the really crappy body, but I already draw the arm, like the arm also not that great, but I'm pretty happy with the way it's come out. So yeah, then I will remove the body, create something brand interesting, brand new, but then trying to figure out, because at this point my brain forgot how to draw a proper body from a proper different perspective. But don't worry, soon my brain will remember that. I will force him to remember. But yeah, sometimes I have those moments and something I can do and something I'm pretty good at, but then my brain suddenly decides to forget about it, like, alright, I need a break, and then I forget how to do it. And then I say what a terrible artist I am because I forget about that important stuff. Now, actually, for background also did not so great, but I mean, technically, I'm pretty happy the way it come up, but again, it's pretty simple. Now here I'm drawing the couch, and yeah, he's sleeping on the couch. Actually, first I was thinking about giving him something like a back of the couch, and to be fair, from this perspective, kind of looked like he's sleeping on the back of the couch. Yeah, maybe it's not that great, but I'm pretty happy for that it come up. On the floor, and actually the floor is made of wood, but there's black lines. It can also look like something like a carpet or something like that. Now it's whatever you think it is. And yeah, that's the end, and that's all of my thumbnails drawings. And where you can watch them, my thumbnails are made for the gameplay channel, which one I already linked there, and I'm not gonna link it again. So just press recommended from ChipGP, watch my gameplay channel, watch my other channels, watch this channel, subscribe, like, dislike, comment, say something bad, but mostly remember to have a nice day. And I'm out.